Hello everybody, it's Wednesday, the time's about 8:15, early finish for me tonight on the shift work. The troops came in tonight, Stephen, Delia and Andy, so they're going to take over for a while, and then they'll get a nurse to come in and watch Debbie overnight. Sort of an update really is another day, Debbie not really being that coherent, although she was talking, again not making a lot of sense, and that's due to the cancer now in the brain. Again, another day of me feeding her, which is very difficult to do. It's not something that you ever want to do, but it has to be done, doesn't it? So a pretty typical day. I think, to be honest, day by day, I think sort of slowly slipping, which is not very nice to witness. But while I'm doing this, I have to share my anger in regards to how we got to this way, because, to be honest, Debbie was never really a priority since she was diagnosed with having the cancer in the liver, which is about 4 centimeters, approximately 3 months ago. We did absolutely everything. We made phone calls, we went to London twice, we saw specialists, we tried to get Debbie on trials. We discovered that there's a medicine called Fulvestrant, which combined with letrozole could be really, really effective. The doctors couldn't give a shit. They really didn't help us in any way. All they kept doing was palming us off with, well, let's try exemestane and other things that were causing her to be sick and be ill. £600 a month it costs. £600 a month it costs to do Fulvestrant. Now, it's been cleared by the FDA in America, it's been cleared by the FDA in Spain, but yet they don't use it in the UK because they say they can't afford it. That's just a joke. £600 a month funding. Now, you can have a boob job on the NHS. If you're an alcoholic, you can have new kidneys. If you are a drug abuser, you can have you can have operations. It's just ridiculous. Obesity now, you can have liposuction. Okay, now some of those obviously are DNA based or whatever, but other things that are self-inflicted, the NHS is willing to cover. But £600 a month to cover for someone who is literally in their deathbed, that is dying, and you're not prepared to waste. You're prepared £600 a month. I found out today that the pumps that are pumping into Debbie, the electronic pumps, they're run by batteries. Okay, I don't know how much they cost. Probably a couple of £1,000, as it always does in the NHS. Do you know what they do with those pumps when they finish with them? Okay, they're only ready for 48 hours, and then they throw them away. They throw those pumps away. And they're electronic. They're worked on batteries, and they pump 0.83 milliliters every hour into the body. All right, and they throw 2 of those every 48 hours away per patient. That's just in the Macmillan ward here. Imagine how many of those get thrown away. That is wasting millions and millions of pounds just throwing away these pumps. Now, that is the equivalent of £600 that could be spent on Fulvestrant. So I'm really angry and pissed off that it's got to this, and that we've exhausted all of our options, and the doctors just let her go. And that's the NHS that we're dealing with. They'll deal with people that are just, like I said, drug abusers and alcoholics, and people that are self-inflicting, but yet people that are generally dying because of no fault of their own. And that's how it's dealt with. So I'm sorry if I've upset anybody, or if anybody watching this video is going to come back to me with your thoughts or whatever. But yeah, that's how I feel right now. I feel really, really angry that it's got to this. But anyway, my love goes out to you all. Thank you very much for keeping an eye on the feeds, and I'll keep you updated again, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Thanks very much. Good night.